In my hand is the exact step-by-step system that allows me to consistently find high probability trading opportunities with it only taking 1 hour of my day. This exact system allowed me to generate 10K in under 10 days. In this training, you're gonna learn the entire new system to a T so that you can implement it directly into your trading routine so you can finally scale. Not only was I able to scale my trading with this one system, but I've been able to help over 500 aspiring traders like Will, who went from no trading experience to an over 12% gain on his money in the first 24 hours. Connor, who implemented this one system, made £491 in his second month, despite being skeptical for so long about getting involved in the trading space. Liam went from a starting investment of £420 to 13K in under a year, despite becoming a recent dad. Mitesh went from being involved in trading and not quite being able to find his way to now producing £1,160 in a single week. Or even Harry, who is a long-term client of mine, started with £500 and has trusted the process to now be able to generate over 2K in a single day. I was able to scale my trading to multiple £1,000 days, weeks, with no team, just myself. This system is not confusing nor long-winded like all the other strategies that you see, hoping and praying that airy-fairy indicators are gonna consistently land high probability opportunities into your lap. Fair value gaps, smart money concepts, ICT that you regularly see in this industry. Or worse, seeming like your typical Forex trader. And I can say this because it's a simple 3-step system that no one in the trading industry is implementing correctly, and scale with the whole process literally taking 1 hour a day. You can test the entire system yourself, and better more, you'll know this system inside out within 16 weeks. It's the most straightforward system to generate high quality setups every day. The fixed rules approach allows you to be at ease with emotions and finally scale to your financial goals that any trader or aspiring trader who implements it correctly can do. As you previously just saw, is capable of scaling your trading to 10K in under 10 days or even more. Okay, so here we go. It is called the price action strategy. Now, before I break down exactly how to implement this strategy, step by step to scale your trading to multiple figures, and how our clients do this as well, I first have to tell you how I discovered it, because the steps I'm going to walk you through won't make sense if you don't understand how the price action strategy was made in the first place. Now, I'm not trying to tell you some hypey marketing story or hide what this strategy actually is from you. I have to explain how it was created so you understand why it works so well. So this is how I resulted 10K in under 10 days and multiple thousands in just a few days using the price action strategy, and how you can scale your trading without any confusion or wasting any more money and time in wishy-washy groups and mental. And you can set up this entire strategy within weeks. I wasn't always profitable. In fact, before I gained all the knowledge I know now, I was just like you. I wanted to scale my trading so I could have impact, income, and freedom. The best way to do that isn't organic. It's not predictable. And definitely not just hoping and praying that something works from all this misinformation and misleading groups out there that I'm sure many of you guys have experienced, myself included. My price action strategy is a simpler, more effective, and the smoother path to scaling my trading. The easiest, fastest, and most effective way to implement that is going to be working through myself, Dan Williams. We start from scratch and build this strategy up together. We stay in one-to-one contact the whole process. We'll track your progress with the strategy directly with you. We hand you our specific list of rules where only if met, we enter the trade. Now, I haven't always been a profitable trader doing multiple £1,000 days or working with 500 plus traders. In fact, before I created this price action strategy, I was stuck in a loop of finding something that would actually work for me. This led to inconsistency due to misinformation. And frankly, I was just hoping and praying that high probability opportunities would just fall into my lap. I was also trying to find good quality education just to waste money on multiple avenues that didn't result in ultimately scaling my trading ability to where I wanted it to be. I was stuck in small profitable spells that would be cancelled out by even worse losing streaks. I was inconsistent, but I didn't have an actual systematic way of finding high probability opportunities consistently week after week. And it honestly didn't feel like I was getting anywhere near my goals as a trader. I finally decided that I was sick and tired of being stuck in this loop and not having the trading skills, impact, and freedom that I really wanted. I was going to find a way to scale my trading. So I set a crazy goal of getting to multiple £1,000 days. But honestly, I had no clue of how I was going to do it. At the time, I knew there was only really 4 ways I could improve my trading. Finding and learning a specific strategy that works with me, finding good quality people and a community, training my psychology and consistency overall, and lastly, paid education. I knew that the backbone of my trading journey was going to be finding a strategy that clicks with me. This will help me scale, but there are endless ways to trade. Trying to find one with no proper guidance and all the misinformation out there wasn't going to be efficient enough to be able to focus on one particular way to trade. Consistently find myself high probability setup. I couldn't rely on just hoping I could piece together so many different strategies just to find the one. I didn't have a ton of people in my network, nor did I have much luck finding good quality communities. Psychology and consistency is a huge factor. I knew in order to succeed, I needed to nail this, as most traders fail because they make decisions emotionally or are simply not consistent enough to get to the point of seeing results. Psychology was one of the hardest things for me personally to overcome, as I had no guidance or a figure to ask for tips. Only option to scale efficiently was paid education, which honestly at the time kind of scared me. I really didn't want to waste a bunch of money on education spend that I didn't really have just to maybe improve my trading skills and maybe not. I wanted to create a straightforward system that I could confidently put money into and get X return back as consistently as possible, as that way I could actually have a straightforward, easy as possible trading strategy where I'm not left wondering where my next high probability trading opportunity is going to come from. So I decided to find 3 different ways to find a strategy that I could build upon. I was determined. Firstly, I tried free trading groups. There was little to no info on strategy, more just people sending out trades to follow and hopefully be profitable. I saw no stable fulfillment in this method. Secondly, I sought free education, YouTube, etc. This was a decent start. I could actually find a lot of content, but the problem was there's literally a minefield of everything under the sun. There are endless trading strategies, so finding one was an endless task. I also found that when I did find an intriguing video, of course, most was being gatekept as people are just not willing to give out the ins and outs for free. Gained some knowledge, but unfortunately again, just didn't fill in the gaps. I decided from then that I just needed to take the leap into paid content. This honestly helped me build the backbone of my strategy as it is today. I went all in and learned a strategy that specifically clicked with me. And with consistency, I was starting to see how I could reach my goals in trading, but again, just wasn't quite straightforward and refined enough to really scale myself to a full-time income. Since I knew now what style of trading clicks with me, I just needed to crack down and refine everything. With a lot of time and trials and tribulations, I was finally happy with the system that I had created and what is now known as the price action strategy. And it worked. At this point, it only really takes me 1 hour a day to find high probability trading opportunities. I'd spent a good few thousand on education to get to this point, along with a lot of time on the charts, consistency, and implementing systems to really refine this strategy till I was banking £1,000 plus trades. Honestly, at the time, I was both relieved and excited at the same time. I was actually getting setups that I could execute with confidence. They were actually winning and I was seeing progress. I used this one price action strategy and have managed to produce some proud results like multiple £1,000s in a few days, 10K in under 10 days. Remember, this only took an hour of my day to achieve. It was insane. I also took version 1 of the price action strategy that I had built and I showed it to some of my clients and they also got some pretty cool results. Dom, who had no experience trading, implemented this strategy and managed to generate £70 in a single day. Sam, who works full-time in construction, managed to scale over 50% growth in just over a week. £392 of that came in one day. Aaron, who is fresh into the trading space, managed to collect £519 from a £420 investment in his first month. That's over 100% return on investment. And I also showed it to Ollie, who implemented the price action strategy and banked £1,129 in a single day. I then took everything that worked and discarded everything that didn't work and created a version 2. So at this point, you're probably wondering exactly how the price action strategy works and what sort of the step-by-step. It's broken down into 3 key steps. Number 1 is learning the price action strategy framework. Before you even start trading, you need to get this strategy under your belt. We'll go through from scratch how to build this strategy step by step. I've made this super straightforward and to the point and is a mechanical strategy where you simply follow a fixed set of rules. Progression is easily measurable. Most traders are stuck exploring so many different strategies and misinformation and are simply lost tearing their hair out going around in circles. 2 is confirmations and execution. Learning the strategy is just the backbone. Of course, being in the right trades is what's going to get us to our goals. This is where the very specific fixed set of rules comes into play, where only if these rules are met, we enter. This disciplined and prepped approach gives us the edge in the market for high probability trading opportunities. Most have no fixed system and just enter based off emotion and an abundance of different sources, which can be contradicting. This leads to a gambling approach. If you don't have a step-by-step system, way to generate high probability setups on a daily basis, you'll never be able to generate winning trades consistently. Having a straightforward but proven system is by far the most effective way to not only find high probability setups, but to accurately track your progress as you go. Nothing else even comes close. Lastly, it's psychology and consistency. Once you've got the price action strategy and your confirmations and execution is consistently generating you high probability setups on a daily basis, from there you'll focus on repeatedly using the system and also training your mindset to keep emotions out of the equation. The fixed strategy and the fixed set of rules allows you to just follow the plan and execute only when met. As we are organized and clear-minded, progress will follow. Most are jumping from strategy to strategy and letting emotions dictate their trading, which is the leading cause of failure in the market. This could be revenge trading, so trying to claw back a loss, or simply making impulse decisions, which leads to carelessness and ultimately detriment. Trading is 90% mindset and 10% skill. And you also know the exact step we use to do it. Learn the price action strategy framework, get confident with confirmations and execution, psychological training, and remaining consistent. So now you might be wondering a couple of things. Will this work for you as a trader or aspiring trader? If it will, how do you set this entire system up end to end so that you can finally scale yourself to your income goal? And that brings me to the entire reason that I made this video. I'm on a personal mission to help as many traders as I can implement this price action strategy so you're not left going around in circles anymore. And since I'm so confident in this exact system, I decided to put together an insane offer. I'm going to guarantee you that you'll be able to find high probability trading opportunities in 1 hour daily in the next 16 weeks using this exact price action strategy. Or we'll refund you in full. In this offer, we're going to work with you one-to-one to go from whatever knowledge point you're at right now to understanding the strategy completely so you can trade independently. Make sure we get to the point where analysis takes 1 hour or so daily so you can enjoy your freedom. And we're going to accurately track your progress and development throughout, custom to you. Now, this offer is not for everyone. It's not for lazy traders who don't actually have the motivation to put in to actually get these results. It's okay if you want to be part of a community where you want to make your trading completely hands-off. For a passive investment, I can also provide that. But if you actually want to have a money-making skill for life, be prepared to go all in. Also, it's not for traders that don't have at least a few £1,000s to invest in their future. It's specifically for anyone who aspires to be a trader and wants a straightforward system towards their goals, or those who have been let down by so many different groups and misinformation in the industry. You may already have some knowledge, but you are finally wanting to find a straight to the point system to bring in them consistent results. The link right down below to schedule a demo call with my team where we'll break down a specific game plan for you right now. And if we can't help you progress, we simply just won't make you an offer, because if you don't progress, we lose money. Worst case, you leave with a full-blown game plan, and best case, you get a step-by-step roadmap to finally learn this strategy to bring in consistent, high probability trading opportunities on a daily basis. So go down and schedule a call with my team where you could be the next result like Dom, Sam, Aaron, and Ollie. I will see you on the call.